Hello, folks, and welcome to another edition of my Lutheran Connections TV discussion. Today we have a full house. We have the ambassador, Jerry Tablo, there in our studios in Freetown, pretty seated. We have Kopo Sele there in our studios in Monrovia. Now we got two presents in Monrovia, Willie and ambassador. It's no longer Abel alone. We have Sis Kopo, who is pretty seated in her studio there in Monrovia. And Willie, as you know, is there in Atlanta, Georgia. We want to say welcome to a special edition because today is the kickoff of our celebration, 1 year anniversary. We are already 1 year old today. It was November last year that we initiated this project, and it's been going very well. We want to thank God for that. But equally so, we want to hear from you today. How do you think we are doing? What actually should we do better? So it's going to be an open microphone. We will be hearing from you, but we will kick that off as soon as we return after our short break. Stay tuned. Hey, yo. This is your good friend Josiah. Welcome to my Lutheran Connections Online TV, where we bring you the best in education, information, and entertainment. Don't touch your dial. Don't touch your dial. Wow, that's a big one. Don't touch your dial. Stay tuned. It's all celebration. We know the biggest one is coming next week. The LTR fundraiser, but it's going to start this week with celebrating us. So it's your turn to talk to us. You are going to be calling us today and telling us how you feel about our shows, our discussions, and then telling us what you think we can do better to improve the show, because this is your show. This is all Lutheran affair. Ambassador, over to you there in Freetown.
Well, Joe and the team. Abel, I cannot see him, or my good friend and brother Willie Cowboy, and our dear sister Couple. Man, I'm very excited. Today is a wonderful day for me. To be a part of this wonderful team, Joe. And I know we will talk a lot more as we go through the entire process and the discussion and open a line for people. But, be a part of something that will help provide education, edutainment to the Lutheran Church in Liberia and Lutherans around the world. I'm so excited, and I got some jokes. But wait, I will let it out.
I can't wait to hear those jokes.
Okay. Yes, but I'm excited. Thank you.
How's Freetown doing?
Well, we are hanging in there. We are observing the summit, very quietly with the family, and things are quiet here. And look, I was waiting for 8 o'clock so that I can join the family across the world on the Lutheran Connection platform, so that we can be able to talk about ourselves, talk about the platform, talk about our vision, talk about our mission, and listen to people informing us on what they think, has been our challenges and how we can improve on them. We as a platform, we will accept the critiques because it helps to make us stronger. It helps to make us better. You understand? And we are not going to hesitate. Any way you think you want to criticize us, you can go ahead. But please help us to make ourselves strong and help us to help you. Not to only criticize, but to give us some solutions, give us some pieces of advice so that we can make this platform better, because it's not for us, but it's for the Lutheran Church in Liberia. Thank you.
Yeah. Wonderful. Sis Kapo, how are we doing there in Monrovia?
Yes, okay. Monrovia is fine. Monrovia is okay. And let me just share a joke. On Sunday, like Sunday, normally we do our late setting, but this time around, Once it is 6 o'clock, I'm like rushing. No, I gotta leave you people to get home. I mean, I'm on my feet, so I just want to. I'm just want to be grateful to God and grateful to you people. Like we said, I just this is my 10th appearance, and we are all celebrating the first anniversary together. I know it has not been easy. Just for the 3 weeks I have gone, and I'm like in haste like this. Imagine you people who have gone a year, have gone a year. It's not easy taking up your time, your resources, your everything just to keep the ball rolling. I mean, it's a great
Yeah,
initiative. I want to be
yeah,
grateful to you people, and I want to say congratulations to you people. And like we said, there's a platform for all Lutherans. We should take it as ours. Yeah. The show is open for recommendation, criticism. Yeah, we'll criticize her. But after the criticism, you must recommend. What have our shortfall? Please recommend what can we do next to improve this particular show every day, every day, every day. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you, and thank you to all of us. Now I'm part of it. So thank you to me too.
right.
Yeah, so yeah, it is wonderful.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. That's great. So you see how it can be chaotic preparing for the program
Okay,
on
yeah.
Sunday. It can
Oh
be
yes,
easy,
yes,
especially
Sunday.
those of us who are, balancing everything, family, school. Then we have this commitment to our church to be here
Yeah,
every
it's
Sunday.
not
There are huge expectations now.
huge.
If we don't
Yes,
come
it's
home,
not
we are in
easy.
trouble. So yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
thing to be celebrating.
yeah,
Abel,
serious
one of
commitment.
the
Serious
pioneers.
commitment.
Abel Yewali, how do you feel today, sir?
Yes, Joe. Yeah, Joe is. I feel gratified, and I feel the way it is right now. I was just saying to myself, I said, but time flies. I can't believe that we've gone 1 year down the road, you know,
Yeah.
and it has been a huge process of engagement, to get to the level at which we are. But I think I should be very quick to to give out um, the praise to you guys. You willing, very, and then the coming of the lone female on the team, a couple. You guys have been very engaging, very engaging. Yeah, that's fine. You just got a few points. Talk about uh, uh, being responsible for taking care of your job, and then at the same time to school, and then this is almost like a full-time job. And you will be a full-time job, and you are like who you want. So it's very good you have to come from play ball.
Right. I think Ibe is having some technical issue there, Willie. I'm sure he will come on, but he was talking about
Yeah.
giving a little bit of history, how we started, and also commending you. He was very specific about that for making sure that our sister couple, join us to have, the Lone Women voice for now on the show.
Right.
I'm sure that is going to increase, but at least we've taken the monumental step to make sure that we recognize gender in the whole arrangement. Willie, it's up to you, man. The big boss.
No, no, no. I mean, I actually don't really want to take this, to be honest. I would just go quickly back. You know, it was somewhere in October of last year. Um, the 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 vision just came in. The vision just came, and right away I thought on one person. Because and the reason why perhaps I thought on him maybe it was because he did communication studies for the church in South Africa, who happens to be Brother Leweli, Ibe Leweli. So I taught on him. Later on, I got to know also that our lead host here, Brother Joka, also did communication at the UL. So that was the first person I taught on. So when I contacted him, and it's like, the story in the Bible when the angel visited Mary, and she went to visit her sister Madeline, and as she was delivering the message, and the sister said that as you speak, the spirit just leaped within me, So that's how the message just went. It was like it's like the angel just spoke to both of us. I would pretty much say it that way. So I went to Brother Leweli. He accepted it wholeheartedly, and we started working on things immediately, and he would keep calling me and checking and keep calling and checking. So finally we said, okay, we got everything set up now, but how do we get the ball rolling? So he said, you know why? I said, no. He said, we got someone. I said, who do we have? He said, I will bring Joker. I'm there. What? He said, yeah. He said, no, I will bring Joker. I said, okay. He said, I will bring Joker. Then I said, okay. I said, oh, that would be great. Yeah. And guess what? Like I said, it's about being led by the Spirit. That's how I consider this entire process. When I mean, Bijo, you were talked about it. When Abraham spoke with Brother Joker, he did not hesitate for a moment. He got himself prepared, and he was our inaugural guest. Maybe sometime during the show we have the clip. We have everything archived. So we are on three major platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So we have a huge database.
No, Willie, don't say that too fast. You have to let our viewers know that whatever call they're making here, we are also on Twitter. Yes.
Three major platforms. We are on Twitter. We are on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, and we also have a Facebook page. And I would just and fast forward. I know Ambassador and Brother Joker, you would give your own experience and your individual experiences. But what happened is that we when we posted one time, we posted on the I Am a Lutheran platform. That is a platform that has over at the time it was 58,000, but now it's more than 70,000 members, part of that group. And the moment we posted it, our brother Akawaya, our brother Akawaya,
Jackson,
yes,
in Nigeria.
Jackson Akawaya, right, from Zimbabwe. This brother runs a Lutheran radio station in Zimbabwe, and he told
that's
me
the one. Akawaya is in Nigeria.
Oh, Akawaya is in Nigeria. Sorry. I'm just I will get his name. The brother
is our representative in Lusaka, Zambia.
So he contacted me privately. He said, and by the way, we are moderators of I Am a Lutheran platform. So we have moderating access to the over 70,000 members in that group, in that Facebook group page. So he contacted me. He said, how can I air your program? No, I mean, I was out of words to respond to this brother, because we are trying to find, we are working on partnership in Liberia, and this brother from Lusaka, Zambia, and at this time they probably be sleeping, from Lusaka, Zambia, asked me, how can I air your program on my Lutheran radio station in Lusaka, Zambia? And I got in touch with the team. We formed a partnership with him, and it's being aired in Lusaka, Zambia. I know our brother Abel Lewodi will speak to our project that we're working on in Australia. We have viewers in India. We have viewers in just all over. And I mean, I'm just so excited, but I will finish with this right quickly.
No, but it's good to say that we are not paying anything. The every
We're not
hour
paying
show
anything.
free in
It's
Lusaka,
free.
Zambia.
In Lusaka,
Can you
Zambia,
imagine
it's
that?
free.
Yeah, on the
It's
radio
free.
station.
Yes, it's free of charge. He's
Right.
airing it on
And
the
you know-
radio station. It's free.
And you know, Willie, the problem here is that no, it's not a problem actually, but the exciting thing here is that we as Lutheran got so much innovation, and we'll get to that part. We got so much innovation to the point where when things come up, if you want to call it sporadically, it germinates so very, very fast because of the kind of mixture, the chemistry. Look at this thing. You know, Joe, when Abel called me, it was something around 7:30. But I just saw I missed about 3 to 4 different calls from Abel. I said, "But why the man calling me like this?" I was saying something about Digon. You know, yeah, because I was getting afraid now. then I said, "Look, wait, let me try to see if I can answer the call." But honestly speaking, I was afraid, you know, because for me to see Abel persistently calling, it must be something. So my mind ran to my father first, you know, but he will live long by the grace of God. And then, you know, at the final analysis, I said, "Okay, wait, let me try to see if I can answer the call." So when I answered the call, Abel said, "My man, we got something going. We want you to be a part." I said, "Abel, look, tell me, fill me in. What is it?" So I thought it was the Lutheran University stuff because I know I saw Amos and Amos Smith. And we're talking about that before when I was in Liberia. They said, "My man, we need you guys to, you know, give your contribution." So I said, "Fine." But then when Abel called me and said, you know, my Lutheran connections, I said, "Abel, what is that again?" He said, "Look, it's a platform we're trying to put out. You know, we got to make sure that people hear about the church. People hear about what's happening in Liberia, the Lutheran church in Liberia. And a lot of people need to know. And if we got this opportunity, we just got to do it." And I must tell the viewers and the listeners, at our own cost, at our own effort, I think, Kopo, you know that you can see the time. We got to set up sometime 11, 12. It's not easy. But we make it our obligation and our commitment to be on every Sunday, except we have some technical glitches. And you know, not a lot of glitches now, but we can't pay the people. But our real technical glitches, you know, and then yeah, and then we try to see how we can be able to get our viewers to you. But Abel, I must commend you and Willie for being the pathfinder, for breaking the ground. And then when I heard Josiah on the team, I said, "Dog, but I gotta be on this team. I gotta be on this team." I mean, if Abel's on the team, Josiah on the team, then I gotta be on the team. And then they told me, they said, "Oh, you know Weddy?" I said, Weddy. But when I saw the face, I decided to match the face with the name. I said, "Oh, I know Weddy, but you know, Weddy was a tough at that time. Weddy, I would come feel to provoke you. Why you get dressed on that will provoke you?" And then I said, "Okay, yes." But then later on, I started connecting. I said, "Oh, yeah, I know Weddy. But Weddy, with all deference to you, but Abel and Joe, I mean, who are the guys that we could connect easily because I started to know and it looks like that's the reason why you connected with Joe and Abel connected with me because Abel knew that you were not going to succeed so easily because I'm going to be asking a lot of technical questions, you know. But anyway, let me not bore you guys. We got more to say. I'm so excited. But Abel, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Couple, I mean, I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Prezo." I see a lot of people. Well, you tell us more about your activities in the else. I mean, the national loot, the NILYF or something like that. You tell more about yourself because I mean, it's on the show. Actually, I started getting so familiar with you, Kopo, and all that kind of thing. But the likes of Abel, the likes of Kedor, the likes of Bob Kedos, the likes of Josiah Jokai, the likes of Amos Smith, the likes of what the guy named now from the Peaceful Lutheran Church. Larry Melling.
Larry Melling.
Larry.
Look, whether you like it or not, our generation was a generation, man.
No,
The
but
generation-
listen. Let me name one guy.
Ambassador, you have to pay something to us. You're doing some promo here.
I'm telling you. But you know, Ambassador, there's one guy
Yeah.
who by extension he's a Lutheran, and you know, and then we'll follow the
That's
Melu.
the bishop right there. You gotta recognize the bishop.
Oh no, we did. Adama Tombekai. So when you name me those names, you can't forget about Mela Adama Tombekai. Yeah.
Come on.
No, you see, let me tell you, Roger, they're picking here. They're Roger picking here. I mean, Josiah, I don't know you're picking, but that picking came at the edge of our league. You know, you guys want look. Roger is in a generation of winning cowboy. Then don't let her bring Roger.
No.
You know why? Roger is in between. He's between Willis. He's between Willis generation, and he's also between us because when we were like Ezine, when we were getting out of the stage, we saw Roger kind of a mustering arm with us. But honestly, he's a junior brother, and then eventually he joined Willis then. But when he's among the Willis group, he's also considered as a senior brother. So you see the brother.
You know, I also want to throw in a little bit. And I thank Sis Marlin. I thank Sis Marlin for reminding.
Contemporaries gay. Very recalcitrant gay. You see, he's saying so too.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, where do you go ahead?
No, I just wanted to add, and I said thanks to Sis Marlin Mulba. Sis Marlin, you know, she just tried to remind me of the brother Bill Innes too from Melu. We call that group the Melu group. They are Methodists. They are affiliated with the Lutherans, so we just call them Melu. They are not 100% Lutheran, but yeah, all Lutheran activities they were there. Yeah.
So you see, somebody is calling Roger. Somebody is calling Roger. Ambassador Roger.
Yeah, that great Joshua doing that. You know,
Ambassador Roger. The man is an ambassador, Willie, and the man put his edge on, Willie, for you.
Oh.
Yeah,
the ambassador are playing.
I tell you a story. We were doing a convention. We were doing a convention in Kodota. Trust me, the Methodist representation from the United Methodist Youth and Young Adult. The participation of those guys were more than Lutheran. Can you imagine? So I stood in the convention and said, "This guy have come to overthrow us in our own convention." Yeah, and all of them clearly say we are Lutheran from today's day on. We are all Lutherans.
Look at Roger. Roger, you frisky, eh? Then Roger begin frisky.
Okay, folks. Let's retrospect a little bit, folks. Let's retrospect a little bit. You know, I like the approach that Ambassador took to go by to give us a little bit of history, how each of us got connected and got involved. And I think that's an important aspect for our viewers. It actually started with Willie and Abel. You know, we still consider them the pathfinders. We consider them, you know, the original pioneers of this network, of the show. They conceived the vision, and then they brought me in. And when Abel contacted me, there was no hesitation, like Willie said. Say, you are going to be the inaugural guest, the first guest. And I know it was last year that we had the first show. Last year that we had the first show. Yes. So it was quite interesting. We discussed the importance of communication to the LCL.
Yeah.
And we were able to go into the technical aspect. The guys really pushed me in and out. You know, we talk about IT, its importance and how that could benefit the LCL, how this platform that we envisioned at that time last year, today, could be of great inspiration, great support to the church, ensuring that we support the efforts of the leadership so that we can have a spirit-filled church, we can have a decent and productive administrative practices, we can engender accountability and transparency. And I mean, and that's why today we are very proud that we're sitting here today talking about something called My Lutheran Connections. Not only here, you have to come here to hear us, but you also have, a messenger that is very active where we engage with each other in an effective way. And I think it's laudable. And what even makes it better and encourages us most is the fact that the current leadership is very open and very responsive. That helps in the process. So I just want to say to Willie and Abel, contacting me last year, today, I'm very proud that I've been part of the team and to be sitting here today celebrating together with you guys. I owe you, I'm indebted to you guys for that. Jerry, when I heard that Jerry was coming on too, I didn't waste time. I reached out to Jerry privately, not through our chat room. And I said, Jerry, I think we can do this. Let's do this. Jerry was excited because knowing each other from the days of our academic activities at the University of Liberia.
His generation was there.
Oh yeah. I know you want to poke. I know you want to poke in a little bit.
Let Kobo come in. Let Kobo come in to tell about her own generation. Kobo,
right? We are very excited to be here. Kobo, there you got it.
I'm of the opinion. Everybody defending the generation here.
Before Kobo comes in to talk about her generation, folks, we got the lines open. We want you to call in, tell us how you feel about the show 1 year into it. Tell us those things that you think we can do better. It's not just all praises. We know that, yes, we'll be making some efforts to educate, inform Lutherans, globally, but, there's more to that. So tell us what we can do to improve the process going into another year of operation. We'll love to hear it. Judomo Koli, thank you so much for your honest feedback in the chat room. I think I responded. I hope I was able to respond on behalf of the team. Philip Mackay, you also did a very good feedback. Thank you so much in the chat room. I was able to respond. And so, Kopo, we come back to you, Kopo.
Kopo. Don't worry about gay. We'll get to gay. Kopo, tell them about our generation. Our generation is the most powerful generation in the LCL. Tell them, sister.
The most powerful generation. LCL, where you go pay? PNG, Molva, Elijah Sina. But we even met as president. No, we even voted for him. So
yes, exactly.
Will we consider him as our generation too?
It means that he benefited from the fountain of our generation. I know.
We were on our way out.
You are now, you can remember that Bana Fair gave you recommendation. You say you keep on Bana Fair, but then we're definitely
I know. You guys met us, and then we were on our way out. So we are also part of your generation. We are senior brothers.
I have a joke to share. Go ahead, Kopo.
Whether you can go ahead with your joke. I thought Kopo was. Oh, okay. Sorry, Kopo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said Philip Mackay. We all pass through the ring and fire of LIF. I can really enjoy it. Yes, when you pass through LIF, you can go anywhere. I remember I served at the Labrador of Churches Youth Desk. I served as PRM. Then later on, I ran as treasurer, and I served for 3 years. And we had a good time when it comes to economics. Yes, the Lutheran, the Methodists, the Catholic, the Baptist. I mean, everything was just okay. So back to our Lutheran setting, like my first convention wedding, all of our convention, man,
Yeah.
at Picano.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
suffer. Oh, we slept on the road. We suffer. We push car. We say, and I had a youth where I would be there. I don't think it would be easy because the whole road, but then the whole road spoiled. It was the late Backer Matthew that helped us by them. I think he sent car for us. And then our OTC, now OTC was booming the poor running campaign. So when he met the president, who are these people? They said, they are looking you, going to be for assembly. He said, okay, I will send car for them, and I had to send car for us. And since then, we became very active with the
That's
youth.
wonderful.
Yeah, serve as district president, and we stay working. Yeah.
That's very good, couple.
So
before
Good
Abel go with his
to hear about your
joke,
generation. Good to hear about
Before Abel-
generation.
Yeah.
Good to also know that Abel came and dug deeply into your generation to benefit his generation.
into our generation.
You know, I want to say something. I want to say something here quickly. You know, there was a convention at St. Matthews, so my phone rang, and I was called to go at St. Matthews. So when I got there, the CM brother, what's the name? Uncle Clarence. You know, we call him Uncle Clarence. Clarence Zoa. So I believe Clarence Zoa was just like the organizer for, you know, the candidate that was running from Monrovia District, or Monrovia District. So he called me. He said, "My Pekin, yeah, you from Harrisburg?" I said, "Okay, no problem. I'm from Harrisburg." So I registered.
But were you from Harrisburg?
And
Were you from Harrisburg?
I'm from St. Matthews.
But why you
But on
accepted?
the track now. Oh,
No, couple, I want this man to answer.
No,
Why you
wait.
accepted?
I gotta respond. How you want to done for?
Oh.
How you want to done for? I accept it. So I know the CM brother Coco Double C is watching. I know Coco Double C is watching. So when Coco Double C saw my knee tag, and you know Coco Double C at the time he came from Lofa District, and Lofa District was really, I mean, they had a high expectation of winning the election that year. So when they saw a delegate from Harrisburg, from Dale Memorial Lutheran Church, they said, there you go. So I just walked past him. I didn't say a word to him. I just walked past him. I walked past him straight. You know, I walked past him straight. And I know Coco Double for a long time, from refugee life and everything. So, but and he knows fully well I'm from St. Matthews. But when he saw me, he wouldn't scratch his head and say, hey, go. That was comment, you know, it was funny but serious. You know, I mean, those are some of our days, but like sis couple talked about our experience from Buchanan. Again, I want to highlight the leadership of Brother Abel Lewelly. You know, we went to Buchanan, Good Hope, and Bishop King visited us. When he was leaving, we said we want our open air bus, and he said, okay, you're going to make sure to send a bus for us. But before going, Abel and the team had, you know, organized, you know, mini buses for us. We went to Buchanan. So on our way back, we said we want our open air bus. And when the mini buses came, we said, no, we don't want you. We want our open air bus. We got on the open air bus in the middle of the highway. We broke down. But then there are some people I really want to highlight. One of them says Bendu Dollar. I believe she's rather in the state of Iowa or North Dakota or Iowa. Says Bendu Dollar. She was one of those who actually sprung into action to provide food for us. And Abel want to make sure that he and his team, Uncle Clarence and everyone, when we got you know, cassava from other places, and Sis Bendu Dollar led the team. They cooked for us, they prepared food for us. And Brother Abel Lewelly again led the effort. He went to the Lutheran Church compound, and look, man, that's one of the things that really got some of us passionate about our church. On that day when we were stranded, in those hours, the church was concerned. We saw cars heading for us like a convoy of Lutheran cars coming for us, and it's almost like 2% had just probably sat on one vehicle, and all of the cars you can think about, Lutheran World Federation, Trauma Healing, and just you just talked about them. All of the cars were there, and they took us from the highway and took us in. Those are some of the memories I can really recount about, our time we spent with the church. But it's all been amazing. And one thing I would say to buttress this couple, that the LYF, coming through the LYF, some of us today, and this is why in our gathering in South Africa, in Durban, South Africa, I told people, I said, look, God first, if it wasn't because of the LYF, the organization that I went through, I wouldn't be part of this delegation here to South Africa. I would have been part of the delegation to Tanzania. So I gave God the glory. I gave God the glory for my church, and most especially the organization, the LYF, that I went through.
Great experiences, colleagues. This is very good. Happy anniversary to us. We can't forget that. We'll keep saying it throughout the show. Congratulations to the team. But we got messages and anniversary wishes coming from our viewers. So what we're going to do, we will take time to go to those messages one by one. We need to recognize them. We need to read them. And some of them constitute pieces of advice for us. They constitute pieces of advice that can help us going forward. They also constitute some wishes and prayers for us. So we will take those messages one by one and then read them and recognize those who, making those messages, those comments, those feedback, is quite important. So we will go to Willie to do that. After that, we will tell you the lineup that we have for next Sunday. So we will begin with the messages from our viewers.
All right, brother Philip McKay, he is wishing us a happy anniversary, and also brother Sis Koto Kamara, we want to say thank you very much, and Sister Victoria Johnson is also watching from VOA. She is wishing us happy anniversary. And also Brother Philip McKay, he's also happy that our sister couple is here with us. And also we did recognize previously, but again, we want to say thank you so much, Reverend Goba. He's recognizing us, wishing us happy birthday. And also our brother Roger Abin Kamon, and also our sister. Bijo, you're going to be in serious trouble. Her name is Naomi Mondema Nya Miller. You need to add those names to the list, or else we won't get our contribution.
Okay.
So please take note. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Notice
So, yes, please.
Okay.
We don't want to be in trouble with Naomi. This is the president of the National Lutheran Men Fellowship.
Oh yes, he
yes.
appeared twice. He appeared twice on our show, and we need to make that recognition. Yeah,
yes.
The president of the National Men's Auxiliary, Father Goliath. Yeah.
And Brother Prince F. Masakwe, we want to say thank you so much. He's wishing us also happy anniversary. I would say senior brother Gay Wula, since Gay Wula activated, or I would say reactivated his presence in the group chat. He has really been everyone, like every morning we're looking up to his messages in the group chat. So brother Gay Wula, I want to say thank you so much. And for those of you who don't know, Gay Wula is from the German Lutheran parish where the ambassador is from. Okay, since Marilyn Marva, she's wishing us happy anniversary.
She's the wife of Benedict Kakuda, right?
Oh yes, we got to mention that this is Sis Marilyn Marva. Sis Marilyn Marva served as a couple. Can you just remind me if I'm correct me if I'm wrong? She said about treasurer, right, for National Lutheran Fellowship or secretary? Okay, we will get to that. So this is the wife of
She said
one of
her
our
treasure.
treasurer. Thank you. The wife of
Yeah, my
Sister
aunt
Brother,
said, she said by structure.
yeah, Benedict Kekula. Uh, the president, once a president is always a president. Brother Royal Jerome Jala, also from the German Lutheran parish there in Gaytown. Um, we got so many. Okay, yeah, the president, Her Excellency, Mother Grace Jasso. Thank you so much. And um, we will come to another name. We've recognized that name before, but uh, we've recognized this name before, and we want to recognize our brother Rich Kid Kennedy. He's joining us from home, and also our brother Elijah Zina. Elijah Zina is one of those that once he's like on speed dial. Once we call on him to appear, he's always willing to provide that information. And
Absolutely.
Jared, there's a product from our
Shout out
generation.
generation.
Shout
Yes,
out our
yes,
generation. Yeah. So
Okay, we recognize that.
Brother Jerry Elkid Dodo, we want to recognize you. Thank you so much. Says Vivian Foko, thank you so much. This is the wife of Brother Sa Foko. If I mean, those are the days of Ambassador and Brother Jokai Sa Foko. We remember Sa Foko during that time. And Brother Nat, he has a message here. He says that hello everyone, thank the Almighty God for everything, and thank you all for your comments to your commitment to continue engaging God's people on this platform. I'm following an interesting development you're discussing in the LCL community. Sadly, praying for God's wisdom for you all and our LCL leadership to lead his people with open mind to problem solve and tackle some of the critical challenges in the LCL. Thankful for all of your service. Brother Nat, want to say thank you so much. And if you're just joining us, again, like we said, we are on 3 major platforms, all 3 of them. That's Twitter, that's YouTube, and Facebook. Just look for Mind Lutheran Connections. All of them the same name, and you will find us there. Thank you so much for that, for those encouraging words. Who is here? Brother Cesar Goya, we want to recognize you. Brother Cesar Goya, he's a regular contributor. Okay, listen. I'm going to put somebody on blast on this one. Brother Joker, can you pronounce this name and recognize?
No, let's go back to Cesar Goya. I wanted to say something about Cesar, Brother Goya's comment.
Okay.
Brother Goya is thanking us for the 1-year service, but he made a very good observation, and I agree. So he says we take up most of the time, compared to the time that we appropriate to the guests. So I think that's an important note that we need to take. That's very important. Thank you, brother.
Very important. Thank you
for that observation.
Thank you.
The note is well taken.
Yeah.
Right.
So we come to you, Big Joe.
Father Menpele?
Eh?
Father Menpele Kesumo.
That exactly what I'm about to say. Menpele Kesumo. Listen.
Father Menpele needs to find you physically and discipline you for always mispronouncing his name. Father Menpele is a regular follower. Father Menpele.
He's a regular follower from St. Louis. He's a regular follower from St. Louis. Not a beat. He doesn't miss a beat. Yeah.
This is one of our generation, Derek Harris.
Yeah, and guess what?
You know she was president, right?
She was president, and guess what? She was she led the St. Peter's Acolyte department when I was in the Acolyte at St. Peter's.
Yeah,
at St. Peter's.
President, Derek Harris.
Yeah. And she's also contributing to the education sector in Liberia. She's running a school right now in Liberia. So we want to recognize.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah. And we want to recognize our we want to recognize our mother.
The commendation for Sister Dada from Jerry. The commendations from Sister Dada from Jerry is interesting because Sister Dada is from this generation. So
his generation.
He's spending more time.
Yes. we want to recognize Angel Maddie recap.
Oh, Sis Maddie Cape.
Maddie, one thing she said, well, I'm Lutheran. I said, but you're Lutheran and you Lutheran. But she's such a wonderful mother. Since I've met her, this is one person that every year on my birthday, she will call me. Every year she will call me. And I must say the truth here live. She would not want to call me, but my lady team would come in either cash absence, I'm away, or she would give me some envelope. Thank you so much, Auntie Maddie. I must say that. Yes, she always.
I hope you're not.
But I know, Sis Maddie.
So that you can get more envelopes.
To be a good leader. To be a good leader.
But Mother Capet is really a vibrant person. I mean, yeah. I'm surprised to hear you saying that. She's saying, I'm not a Lutheran. No.
She just be joking. She just be joking.
Yeah.
And will it don't be surprised? Your next envelope when the amount is reduced, don't be surprised because you've announced it. So Mother Capet is obliged now to make sure that
no.
The envelope so that it goes to everybody. She's a twin mother. So.
We want to recognize the director. Brother Tablo. This is one of your generation, and I'm proud of Reverend Ped Nazo. Just sometimes we all were in the youth, and you people were higher than us, and Reverend Ped Nazo was there coming from Lofa County, and I mean he's heading the ministry right now. So Brother Sam Livingstone, we want to say thank you for joining us. He's joining us from Banga, Bon County. Sister. Sister Comfort Saku, thank you so much. Congratulations to your first anniversary, my Lutheran Connections. Thank you for initiating this platform where Lutherans can discuss issues for the growth and development of our church in Liberia. Thanks to you guys for the great job. Do not be distracted until your goals are met. Congratulations once again. I'm glad that my program chair, Corpo Silly, is a part.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And
cheers to you, Corpo.
When we get to that, when we get to the second segment on the show today, the first contribution, this is the person, physical contribution.
And she's the women president for Partners.
The first physical contribution for our program to next Sunday. She has already.
Somebody contributed already.
First physical contribution. Wow. Yeah, physical contribution.
Somebody already contributed.
Yeah, Sis Comfort Sakwi.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Sis Comfort, we want to take this time to say God bless you.
Yeah.
Where it came from, more going to come back. Your house will never go dry. Your family will always be in the presence of God. We want to say thank you. Once you can do it for humanity,
for the contribution. You are the first contributor.
Yes, first.
You are the first contributor. That's historic. The first contributor.
And very significant too. A very significant one. It's very significant one. We're going to announce everything next Sunday. So we also want to we recognize our brother already, and we want to recognize. I said it. I said. The senior brother Coco Dobson is watching, and he's right here. Happy anniversary!
I know Coco Dobson will call later on.
Yeah,
but Joe,
that's the district men president.
Yeah, but why did you ask? Why did you ask Willie for true? when she said double, when you say our brother quickly double C have committed.
Okay, I will answer. Thank you for the reminder. I asked
No,
the question because
I
he
skipped
betrayed
one
St.
person
Peter's.
on purpose. I
He
skipped one
betrayed
person
St.
on
Peter's
purpose.
because he betrayed. Let me say St. Peter's in Matthews because he betrayed St. Matthews at that convention. That what was it?
Let me recognize one person I skipped on purpose, and that person happens to be our bishop. And the reason why I did this, one, he's the bishop. Two, despite his travel engagement this weekend, going to Leeward, Liberia, he tried his best to make sure to be on the show to follow up. So this is one of the reasons why I left him last. I wanted to thank you so much, Bishop. And there are other newcomers that are coming.
Bishop doesn't miss the show. Bishop doesn't miss the show. Wherever he is, he always get on and follow the show and comments, also makes contributions to the discussion. And that's what we're talking about, leading by example, because once the bishop does that, other people are encouraged to do it. So that's leadership right there. Bishop, we want to say
and guess what? Somebody I just have to shine him up. Our brother Moses B. Cole. We all know his contribution to the church, and he's our local partner there in Liberia. So we want to recognize the brother Moses B. Cole as we go to. Oh man, listen, I just have to please. The Reverend Dr. Eric Mully Allison. He's also a frequent guest on our show. So
yes.
So
yes.
I think we're gonna stop here for now. We'll recognize
you have not read his message.
Okay, let me go ahead and read that.
Yes.
Happy first anniversary to my Lutheran Connections online TV team. I'm grateful to have served the platform as one of your early guests.
Yes.
Wishing you many more years online.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Reverend. And we want you to pray for us that we'll be physical, not only online, but we're going to be physical in some time to come.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Reverend. Yeah, highly appreciate it.
Reverend, what would he cook? What are they making flour?
No, that my Reverend here now. Our Reverend here.
So we want to say
myself, Reverend here.
For the messages, we know more and more messages will keep coming during the course of our discussion. But we just want to provide some important information for you going forward. Next Sunday, we are going to continue our anniversary celebration, but in a special fashion. Next Sunday is dedicated to raising for the Lutheran Training Institute. You know, the Lutheran Training Institute has served the church significantly for so many years, since the 1950s. The institution has produced men and women, has contributed to the manpower development of our country to the extent that products of that institution are making impact globally. And this is very important for all of us, because one way or the other, we all have benefited and will continue to benefit from LTR. Either you attended LTR or a family member or a friend of yours attended LTR. And today they are making, a difference in our society. So this is not whether or not you attended the institution before, but just by the fact that the institution belongs to the Lutheran Church and you are a Lutheran, very proud enough to be a part of this that's coming up Sunday. So next Sunday, the show is going to be dedicated to raising funds. We already have more than 30 commitments. We know the number will grow during the course of the week. So what we're going to be doing, we will be calling you. Those of you making commitments will call you and you will announce your support. We will have a Zelle and a Cash App number for those in the diaspora to just send their contributions to directly. We will also provide a mobile money number, or SendWave money number. We're waiting for that number from the church. We are in touch with the bishop's office. We want that number to come directly from the LCL, and the contribution will be made to that mobile money number, that we're going to display on the screen during the fundraiser. So we will also have our numbers rolling on the screen, just in case we don't call you, so that you too will be able to call. At the same time, just tell us something about our anniversary and also announce your contribution for LTR. We are dedicating the show to LTR as part of the celebration of our anniversary to raise funds for LTR. The funds will go towards supporting the Bishop's initiative of giving LTR a facelift. Now, LTR is under the spotlight for so many projects. The Lutheran University project is ongoing, and then we want to restore the academic program fully at LTR. So before we can wait for the millions of dollars to fully reconstruct the institution, we need to give the institution a befitting facelift to make sure that it is a place that people want to go. In the first place, it is a place that people want to help us to rebuild, to reconstruct, so the recovery and development of LTR rests upon our shoulders, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we achieve it. So that's why we are having the fundraiser next Sunday. And we'll be looking forward to all of you overwhelmingly call in, no matter the amount you have. It can be $5, it can be $10. We will take both currencies, US dollar and Liberian dollar currencies. We'll take them. We'll make your contributions. When you make your contribution, you just call and tell us, okay, I've contributed this, or I'm contributing this amount to the LTR fundraiser. Ambassador?
Yeah, and we also want to say that as part of our activity, we are going to, but this one is going to happen futuristically. We are going to ensure that we have our network angle with some of our local stations in Liberia. We have discussed with one or two radio stations, especially one from the Leeward part of our country, maybe Lofa or maybe the southeastern side, and then also one in Monrovia, to give the opportunity to some of our people, Lutherans who may not have, that opportunity to get data to continue to stay on the show for a very long period of time. And they will just listen to the radio, and then they can be able to do their call in. And this is something that we are already working around the clock. And we also want to say thank you to our brother Mose Cole from the ITV, because we are trying to work in tandem so that we can also have our viewership improve and increase and spread across the length and breadth. And we will also want to commend Mose Biko, because we were able to use some of his assets, from the video taken at LTR, so people can see the real picture of LTR, what we're talking about, and what will be giving the contribution towards. And I can tell you, Joe, some of the non-Lutheran that I spoke with in the U.S. and other parts of the world, some of them, and told me surprisingly that, oh yes, I saw it. Mm-hmm. I saw it. I think somebody placed it on Facebook or somewhere, and I saw how LTR really, deplorable. And so it's a need for us to help. And so I was so proud, and then my mind ran straight to Moses Biko, and I knew for the way that he really did extremely well, with the support of LCL, especially with the leadership of the bishop. So we also want to expand our partnership in that regard, but we are going to make sure our viewers that the partnership will be expanded, and we want to make sure that we bring it home various radio stations, so that other people can be able to make their own contributions. As we said, this is your platform, and all we can do is to inform, to educate, and promote everything Lutheran, because Lutheran Church is the one that brought us up. And today, if we say who we are, we cannot forget to recount on Lutheran. And when we're going back to the issue, Joe, of our generation and all of those things, I was just having some talk, sometimes when we're going for these elections, sometimes when we're going for these conventions as youth couple, ours used to be very, very hot, very intellectual, because there, some of the guys just from high school, some of the guys at the university freshman level, some of the guys, so everybody wants to show their intellectual prowess. And then it was almost also like church competition. So St. Peter's always think, oh, we are a cathedral. So then I want to tell them that, look, St. Matthew want to tell them we also then Trinity, you know our brother there, the crew and group.
They get up,
got it, you know, so the workers speak big book, you know. So it was so exciting to the point where when they come and they say, oh no, you know, we got to have this kind of discussion, and we got to make sure that, you know, we work together as a church. I mean, I saw that generation, you know, as vision bearers and people who will lead the church. And then couple, you guys follow, and the spirit continue, and the spirit still living on with Roger Jerome, who had left the scene, you know, and Roger Camo, and all of these guys, Elijah Zina, and then we see all the young people coming. And that is what Bishop is emphasizing on, that in order for us to have a very good society, we need to build critical mass of young people that will pass through not only the ranks and file of the church, but also to make sure that we have a base for them, to educate them, our doctrine. That's the reason why you see other school systems, the Catholic school system, they build that so when you leave from the Catholic church, you go into the Catholic school, the doctrine remains with you. So we got to do that. And that is the reason why we must support LTI. Because if we do that, and all of the Lutheran schools, an entire Lutheran school system, if we do that, we'll be able to build a generation of Lutherans who will continue to carry out the touch of the church. You understand? And if we go into university, that the bishop said, the youth, then the Sunday school, then the youth. The youth, we go to the high school. The high school will go to the technical school. Technical school will go to the university. From the university, then we'll go out to the larger society, which is the university of the world. And we'll get there, you'll notice that the Lutheranism will always be burning in us, because we were the first Protestant church to know the truth and break away from the universal church. And we must continue to hold truth to the self-evidence that we are the pathfinder. We must continue to hold truth to the fact that we as Lutheran must lead the way, and other denominations will follow. So I know I want to try to preach, but I will stop here for a while. I will stop for a while. If we can give couple the chance, then we can open the line for calls.
Yeah, the lines are open for calls, and we just encourage everyone to call in. And you know, go ahead and tell us exactly what they think we can do better, and also if they have, you know, any feedback or a special message for us, they can provide that. But let me just add, Jared, to say that each of us as Lutheran, we have a role to play.
Sorry for interrupting. Aloysius there?
That's all. Oh yes, Aloysius pass.
Aloysius?
Aloysius
Nyanti, you don't know that guy?
I know Aloysius Nyanti. He passed long time.
Long time.
Long time?
Yeah.
I'm going to see Aloysius and speak to him now. Y'all going to be surprised. Oh?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'm sorry that he's just learning that, but he did. Yeah, some years back. Right. Right. So as I was saying, we all have, you know, a major role to play in the growth and development of our church. And people just need to look at this Lutheran platform, the setup, and then be encouraged by that, to just sit and think about what you can do. Just ask yourself the question, what can I do to contribute? And you will be able to figure out something to do, you know, and that will make you proud. That will make your church proud of you, and also make the church very proud. That's what we need to do. This thing that we do, it goes across the world. Lutherans and non-Lutherans, they follow us. They view the show.
Hey, Bijo. Sorry to interrupt. We have a caller on the phone.
Oh, okay. Bring the caller in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, good afternoon, all of you. This is Elijah Zina. I'm just happy and kind of listening to all of you, and I want to first of all say congratulations to the show, and thank you to all of you big brothers, Brother Mr. Jokin, even though I know him as Brother Jokin. I know you know him I don't know whether he still remembers that he taught me in St. Peter's in the 4th grade class French at the time he just came back from Africa or Guinea.
I did. A number of you, Harry Ross,
you know.
Yeah,
But,
I
you
don't know
know,
if
these
Willie
are
was
people that
in
we
on my
hold
classes.
at a very high
I don't know, but Willie was
because
there at the time.
of the role they play in our lives. Brother Tablo from St. Andrews, when I remember when we used to go down there, he used to be the one behind the organ and playing and directing the choir at the same time. He was like an auto pause. He was doing everything down there. But, but you know, all of these things kind of motivated us as young people coming up and just seeing people who are making great contribution to the life of the LCR. And it just motivates you to do, you know, what you can to be what they are doing. You know, you can be like them, but you can emulate what they're doing because they're positive people, positive mindset, doing positive things to move the church forward. So, and we follow all those things, and eventually we contributed what we can contribute to the LCR, and we are still doing it. We all hold LCR at a very high place in our hearts, and we want to make sure that the LCR is where we want to see it. And this platform has just opened many good things that to see happen in the LCR. Over the years, we never had platforms like this where people can come and express what they feel and think about the LCR and how to make recommendations to the church. And where you have a church leader, the bishop following through on the program to just listen in and say, to understand what people are discussing and get clues from there and, you know, just take recommendation and try to improve the work of the church. This is very much important, and I appreciate all of you guys for, you know, controlling this and directing this. And we just look forward to continue to work with all of you to make sure that our church and the community can understand the role the LCR has played and continue to play in the transformation of Liberia. Because the LCR is one of those oldest churches in Liberia. And as one of the oldest church in Liberia, we have to play that role and lead the way for other grassroots churches to follow us. But if we're not playing that role, the grassroots churches will take our place, and we don't want that to happen. And we've been the leader when it comes to the Liberian Council of Churches. The LCR is number one. We've been number one, and we want to maintain that role because we produce leaders. People look up to the LCR when it comes to national decision-making processes. Listen to the LCR because they know the kind of structure we have within our church. So this platform and everything else you guys are doing is just expanding what we've been doing. And as you guys are saying, we're looking forward to where we can have this being played live on local radio stations where people in Winduma, people in, you know, Kawi Ken, people in, you know, Grand Crew can listen and say, oh, this is the LCR they're talking about. And I remember when they did that. You know, it's just so wonderful to see such things happening. And I'm grateful that I have been part of the process. I will continue to be a part of the process. Yes, and whenever you want us to come on, just let us know. We will make it our business to appear and provide whatever information we can to the listening audience of the show or the LCR. Because our goal is to make sure that all good things that we want in our church to happen. Yep. And the church should continue to champion the leadership that she has been championing. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you, brother, brother Elijah. And as much as this is good, it is an eye opener, but it's also a strange phenomenon in the LCL. So people will take time to get used to it. But the reality is that we will all get along because we are here to stay, and our mission is clear: is for us to work together to promote unity, reconciliation, and development in the LCL. So the platform is yours. It's just up to you to be able to talk to us, reach out to us, no matter what you do, the program you work with in the LCL, or just as an individual Lutheran, you got stuff on your mind, you want to clear say stuff from your mind, just let us know. You can come here. This is your platform. Come and talk to us about it. The only thing we won't do here is to disrespect others, and speak negatively in an unacceptable fashion. We don't accept that here. Our policy doesn't allow for that. Here we talk all things Lutherans, but we do it with respect, we do it with discipline, and we do it with humility. So the platform is yours. As I was saying, we all have that responsibility.
So we got another call.
The church. Oh, we have a call. Okay, let's take the call.
Yeah, go ahead and state your name and continue your message.
I don't know. Good afternoon to those in Africa. Good morning to those other part of the world. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. My name is Gil Wula. I am the former Assistant Secretary General of the National Lutheran Union on the past leadership. When Jerry then left, we took over. And I want to be grateful to you guys for the job well done, for taking this bold step to move the church forward, because as we all know, our church has been going through a trial time. And this platform is actually opening the eyes of our Lutheran brothers and sisters and bringing things to light. So I'm very happy to have it. And I appreciate the effort of our one powerful leader, Brother Abel Diwadi, and the other guys who took this to this step and to this level. And I pray that you guys continue to take it forward. And you guys continue to be earnest and sincere with the Lutheran people to bring out issues that is of permanent concern to the Lutheran Church to help grow the Lutheran Church, because that's the only way we can grow. We don't want to be like Bureau that is, I don't know how many years old and cannot grow. So I think we should change the mentality of the Lutheran Church. As I always tell people, the church is the one that is responsible to change the state. Right. If our leaders cannot do what is right, if our bishops, our pastors cannot do what is right, cannot move us in the right direction, then the church will not be able to take control of the state. Then you see the state going astray. Like you guys are joking on the show, and we all was laughing about it. We all went through the LYF. Right. And it really prepared the Monrovia District, the Lutheran Youth Fellowship as a whole. It really prepared some of us to be where we are today, to be the good Steve or the good people we are. Because it was not for the Lutheran Church, I must admit to you, some of us probably wouldn't have been where we are today, because we came from a very poor background. We never had it, but based on the church, we were able to be helped. Other people were able to help us. Other people were able to help move us to make us good citizens of society. And I would just ask that we as Lutheran, we as this generation continue to do that for our brothers and sisters who are coming up. We continue to move them and continue to direct the path into the right direction. Like they always used to call St. Andrew the radical church. We are always the radical church, and we're waiting to be. You gotta remember Jerry Tablos, Sumo Momolu, Afe Kuni, the late Afe Kuni was the diplomat. He will always come and solve our problem after all here, Kuna Bagana. We and Jerry will go and cause the trouble. Seriously, after the guy got faced the trouble, so we have always been there. So you don't mind me. Well, for me, I just love the fact. I love the truth. And there are a lot of things that have been going on within the church that I'm getting to know about that is very disappointing for our church. We need to move forward. We need to put these things before the community, and we need to address these things, because it's not right for our church. The corruption in the Lutheran church is too high. We need to cut it off. We cannot say we want to change like below. We cannot even change our own church. It's very hard. So I will urge the bishop, if he's listening, that he should make his effort to make sure that everything that was done in the dark come to light. It's not about you haunting your past leadership. It's not about you haunting somebody. It's about the truth coming up. Tell the Lutheran people the truth. People want to help around the world. All of Lutherans want to help, but tell them the truth. It is good that we move forward. That's what I was saying. People want to contribute to LTI. I want to contribute, and I'm one of those that will contribute. But if we must contribute,
and we see that things keep going backward, it will come a time that you will not be able to get Lutherans to contribute because they will be misled. They will feel that they haven't been told the truth.
Sure.
The truth haven't been told. They will feel that the money has been wasted. So we have to be able to tell the people the truth and come up with solution to solve the corruption within the Lutheran Church, which is very, very bad. Because some of the money that we got to learn about that people taking that money to help LTR, if they are actually focused, that money right now LTR would have been renovated. You don't even need to ask the church member for money, but because people are so corrupt and cruel to the church, that's why this is going on. And I urge the bishop to take bold steps. So thank you guys for the effort. I pray that you guys continue this. You should not cut it off. If it will cause people to start taxing people small that one that we can be sending to be able to pay the bill, we can continue to contribute, but we would love to see the platform continue so we can express our view and make the people to know that we are serious and we mean business for the Lutheran Church.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, God. And I
look
hope
forward to hearing from you.
yes.
You want to talk to him? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say what you were saying to remind him that Sunday he should be washing out. If he doesn't call us, we will be calling him.
Calling him, man.
Yeah.
And another thing they mentioned, he served as Assistant General Secretary
All right.
on the past leadership. I don't know who are a president or they met the not for a president name.
The man ain't quite a president need. That Jerry generation. That Jerry generation I can go to that Jerry generation I can go to 404 and Don 4. Jerry generation is associated with number 4. Number 4.
Anyway, let me say here I went to all the force, Willie, so you can be satisfied. I went to all the force.
You have couple.
Yeah, LTI, I went to Don 4, so I went to all the force. So I'm sure you are happy now. You are satisfied now, Willie.
but Joe, I just want to chime in small on this. You know, Gay says something that is very, very interesting when he said that thank God for the Lutheran Church that he was helped, you understand, through the church to make him who he is. I would tell you that my dad, I want to carry as far back as my dad. He told me when they came first in Moravia, it was the Lutheran Church that caused him to be somebody today. He sat me down, explained that story to me. How all of them, group of boys in one room, in the morning they spread out to go and look for what to do, wash people's clothes and all that kind of thing. And then somebody told him about the church and he went there. He was around washing clothes, cleaning people, homes around the church and everything. And when he going home, they'll give him 2 cups, 1 cup of rice. He would take the cup of rice and carry. His friends would go and hustle. They come back too. Some of them will get sugar. Some of them will get something else. And sometimes no coal pack to even cook. So they will share the rice, mix it with the sugar, and they eat the raw rice and go to sleep. And the next morning they get up. Until the church was able to say, look, my man, we can implore you to do something so at least you can be getting something. It was based on that he was able at least to go through school, and that is how he stuck with the church. So when I sat and he told me such a story, I felt obliged. I thought that was an obligation for me to give back to this church. And I thought that I've not done anything yet. And I hope God will give us long life and good health. And we will begin with the fundraising on next Sunday.
Right.
And subsequently, we'll try to see how we can be. Because I heard Bishop also talking about training some church leaders or pastors or deacons to the local school there, $100 or all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is not a promise now, but we're looking in that direction to see if we could be able to sponsor 1 or 2 persons to help us getting more clergy to preach to us to revive our soul. Because of what
and I think Jerry, just to add up to what you're saying, Jerry, I think if we even do it collectively, Willie, couple as a network, we can make a greater impact say like take 2, 3, or 4 pastors in that training and support them as a network, as our network, we can make a greater impact. So these are conversations that we look forward to having, not just for us to come here and continue to educate and inform the people, but we're going beyond that. That's why, in fact, we're taking the first step by making sure that we contribute to, mobilizing resources for giving LTR a befitting facelift. That's part of it. That's the beginning. And we have no doubt that we will be successful in our fundraising initiative on Sunday.
And Joe, let me say, I mean, imagine a far back, and that is where I cried when he explained that story to me. So the church is not only looking at the spiritual growth of the people, but also looking at the physical. So when Bishop came up with the LTR thing, that is how I thought it's just important for us to jump on it, because if we help other people and develop the human resource of Liberia, it's going to help the church again.
Right.
What if the Lutheran church was not around to help my dad? Maybe today I wouldn't have been anybody. So we must help other people. People don't know the value of this church. People don't know the role the church plays in the lives of people personally. Yeah, I mean,
I know, Ambassador, and I too, I too want to share in that. Like, I would tell you that, someone asked the question, but what can 5,000 do? But listen, the book of Judges, chapter 7, if you read from chapter 1, from verses 1 through 7, talks about the army, and the Bible says that little army is much when God is in it. And we all remember the song, that little is much when God is in it. We are not saying that we are raising money to finish LTR problem, but we are just being stewards, contributing, okay? And because the Bible says that how good it is if we should say that we love God, our God, and our neighbors. We don't look down to our neighbors, or we don't love our neighbors. Okay. And Jesus also told us that whatsoever you do for the least of my brother or of your brethren, you've done it for me. We don't have all. We sacrifice everything. All of us here, we sacrifice everything just to make sure that we entertain and we educate our brethren. Okay. But when such an initiative is being undertaken by our church, the church that has given so much to us, this is just a little that we can give, give back to our church. Like you talked about, look, if right now for example, if Big Joe comes over to Georgia, or if I go over to Big Joe in Denver, or any one of you, come and visit us, or we come and visit you, and you take us out to a restaurant to eat.
Oh yes.
I mean, you won't tell us, hey man, don't order this, don't order that. You be so, man, your brother, your sister came to visit you. You want for the person to feel more comfortable. And I tell you what, $100 won't be enough for even me to have a good meal in that restaurant. But $100 will help a brother or sister to gain education and help our church. Like the bishop said, that we cannot just take someone and put them to head a congregation, to be head of a parish, because we are in need. We want to train people. That's why our church is in, is leading in 3 directions: healing, preaching, and the healing ministry, the teaching ministry, and the preaching ministry, the word. So it's all 3: the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You cannot sign a cross and just do this. No, you got to do the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Okay. So, I mean, this is just one way that we can help. And again, to all of those who have spoken to us in private, those that have come up, and made a commitment already, we want to say thank you so much. We are just leading this effort. Okay. So we want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. We know that come next Sunday, we know a lot of you, some of you have already made your pledges already. You've already told us how much you will be contributing, and very healthy amount. You've already told us that, okay? And someone has already made a physical contribution, not just only pledge, but physical contribution. Says Comfort Circle, we want to say thank you so much. And we know a lot of people, okay? Our sister Afrida Topa, okay? Our Reverend Dr. Eric Molly Allison, thank you so much. The Reverend Dr. Dennis, Moses Swat Dennis, thank you so much. You know, I mean, we want to thank everyone. We want to thank everyone. I mean, next Sunday, it's all about our church. So, everyone here as a team, we've all agreed. And Brother Cesar Goya, thank you so much for your feedback. But we want to tell you all next Sunday, less talking, more collection, more action. That's what we're going to be on next Sunday. We're going to be less than 5 minutes talking.
The phones.
Everything is just phones. That's all.
The phones will be busy. The phones will be busy. The numbers are here. You don't have limited numbers. The numbers are here. Call any of the numbers next Sunday. And we're going to have somebody, one of us will be dedicated to recording the amounts that will be announced. So that at the end of the day, we'll be able to make the transfer to the LCL, whatever we collect. And we keep a receipt of what we collect and forward to the LCL for accountability. And you always get to know how much we raised at the
live on the show.
How much we raised at the end of the day, so that it is the same amount that we transfer to the LCL. And we are a network of integrity. We're not blowing our own horn or patting ourselves on the shoulders. You know that we are all independent people on this network. You know that we initiated this without any external support. Everything that is required to get this network going is done by ourselves. So we are not really depending on resources from outside to get us going. But in case it happens, we appreciate it. But we are self-supported, and we love it that way because we are doing it for our church. We just love working for our church, love sacrificing for our church. We love discussing our church, talking about our church, growth, talking about development, just making sure that we bring people, here to talk about things that they are entrusted with in the church, to do responsibilities that they are given to do. And that's our responsibility. We'll present them to you and you engage with them. That's the opportunity we want to create for you. When we do that, we'll be promoting accountability. We'll be promoting transparency. We'll be promoting growth in the church, respect. People will feel free to engage with each other. We don't want a situation whereby people working together and they hardly talk to each other and they are suspicious of each other. We don't want things of the past to inhibit the progress that we are supposed to make. No, we want to make sure that people are free with each other, working together. People know, let Jerry know what I'm doing. Let me know what Jerry is doing. Let Jerry know what Willie is doing. Let Willie know what Couple's doing. Let Couple know what Willie is doing. That's what we want the LCL to be, so that when we want to embrace each other, we do it without any precondition, any second thought. We should be free to engage, free to discuss, everything that we do, things that we're being charged to. So that's the kind of church we want, a spirit-filled church, a church with an administration that is open and accountable to the people, a church with a leadership that is responsive to the needs of the people in the parishes, in the preaching points, the different auxiliaries. That's the kind of church that we want. So we want to move past the issues of the past. And people are concerned, legitimate concerns too. I read some of them in the chat room. They are concerned about the issues of the past. And the main thing that stands out is corruption. People have not been accountable. People have been mismanaging resources. People have been misusing resources, given to the church. They are concerned. It's a legitimate concern. But if we dwell in the past, we will not be able to make the progress that we have envisaged. So, dealing with the past, we charge the current leadership to ensure accountability, but at the same time, we should talk about development initiative. What can we do to move the church forward? That's the mission that we all have to embark on collectively. So we put our church back on the right trajectory. That's what we can do. And that's what we are here to help you do. We are going to raise money for LTR, but mind you, we follow the money. We're not going to raise the money to clean our back. We raise the money and we follow the money. So concerns raised by Brother Guy, concerns raised by other people, we want to give, but we are concerned, no. This is a new day. This show alone is a trigger for accountability. It's a trigger for development. It's a trigger for engagement. This show, this platform brings everybody together. If somebody is responsible for pastor's pension, we'll bring you here. So those who are supposed to benefit from the pension scheme, they engage with you so you can tell them what you're doing with the pension program. You know, if somebody is responsible for trauma healing, we'll bring you right here. And we're going to be bringing everybody here. Pastors who are responsible for different parishes, you come here. You tell us what you're doing with your parish.
Joe, we got a call.
Oh, wonderful.
Joe, we got a call.
Let's take the call.
Yeah, so call up, you can go ahead.
Yes, so thank you very much. My name is Philip Moba Maki. I call from Liberia. I'm so happy today. I'm so happy. I don't know what where to use to express the excitement I have to participate in this worthy undertaking that you Lutheran and all of us are enjoying today. I will just say to us as we celebrate this first year of anniversary of this establishment, we can all continue to pray for our church, our members, and every other person. Like in my different suggestions I posted on the platform, I think those can also be looked at, and maybe you can be able to either try see how we can work with some of those suggestions, and the many other suggestions that are coming from other people to help improve our platform. But one thing I want to talk about is this about the plan that is coming up this week for supporting our church, especially LTI. This is great. This is a worthy undertaking. And I would just ask every one of us, all of Lutherans, to just talk it out there. Remember that, my brother, people are right in the congregation who are not listening by this platform by now, who are not even listening by radio, but they already hearing about the initiative to support LTI. So I would just join you the request that people, the pastors, the evangelists, the deaconesses can be able to say in their local congregation that yes, this Saturday, this Sunday, or whatever time is about dedicating what little we can to the support to LTI. That is a great initiative, and I thank you so much that you can, accredit this platform to leading the process of, raising this fund. LTI, as many people can say, is one of the institutions in Liberia that have, developed a lot of great men and women in this country and even beyond. For me, to share my experience, I really in technology and are doing some effort to support in the platform, especially when my nephew Flomo come and told me we need to do this thing and do it for it was around 2000, yes, 2000 when he talked about having this platform. I said, wow, that was a great thing to do because you see, we follow other social media, other media platforms for other churches and other institutions, that promote their goods and also talk about their challenges and ensuring how they can go ahead. So I was saying, this is it. This is what we want. And I can remember quite that day when we had a meeting at the Bishop Assistant's office at the LCL compound before he left for the States. And we were back and forth about this. And so I was happy that time when he went back to the States and all of you have joined him to establishing this platform. This is great. This is a marvelous work you've done. And we are back there, we are here, and so try to see what way we can support in the process. But honestly, like I suggested, if you want me to listen more and ask other people to listen, I just want you to put my Reverend Jimeni Wigi from Banga. Just tell Reverend Wigi today you are going to be on the platform. We want just maybe 10 to 15 minutes of your time, and you can share with us your sermon where the world will listen to my pastor. You know how many members I'm going to tell that Sunday at my church to listen when my pastor is speaking on this platform, because this platform is the worst platform of Lutherans. Let me be frank and say that. I was in other countries a few days, and I was just following every program at the platform. So I would suggest that yes, we can we can promote the platform at local community by using our ministers there who can just call them, come to their devotion, you'll be leading devotion. Call other, a minister in other country, you will lead devotion. So that become part of our flyer for the day or for the week as Lutheran. I know it's difficult to run in the kind of program, but I also suggested that you can extend maybe 2 or 3 times in a week. I know there are some times you can do that, and maybe many people will still follow. But thank you so much, and I wish you all the best celebration. And I can see Saturday or Sunday will be heavily prepared for racing. Will be heavily prepared because the kind of advertisement, the kind of promotion today. I thought I was thinking that today is the day. I was saying to my wife, oh, what do we do? What do we say this? But I later got to know, yes, it's just the start of the anniversary and they were part of the promotion. So we are all listening at our little home. Yeah, so enjoying the kind of, and I don't want to end and don't recognize Popo. Look, my brothers, you are my senior brothers, but bringing Popo on board have put the storm. Yeah. Bringing Kopo on board is the step forward you have made. I don't know how other people feel, but Kopo is my president, and I am her president. Yeah. We know what we made about that. Yeah. So I can see the women, the older folks of Lutheran church around the world, like we follow. Kopo is the voice of the women on this platform. I'm gonna appreciate you folks. I don't know what to say more than this.
Okay, just
the work of your hands, and we can all be a part enjoying this platform for the development and promotion. And as Big Brother can say, Joe guy, the unity of our Lutheran church. We are even though, but the unity. I mean, if you just see one Lutheran, you see, though we got other issues, but you see the unity continue to grow. But we can discuss our differences on the platform and outside the platform, but we remain church, and that's how I'm very, very sure that how strong our members are in supporting the work of the church. Despite all of the other things, God is carrying us through. Thank you tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I wish to follow to the end of the program.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Yeah, Joe, you have a call. Take your call.
Yes, I have a call. And thank you very much, Philip. We have caller. Please tell us your name.
Good evening, gentlemen, ladies. This is Roger B. Abim Senior. How are you guys doing?
Mr. Kamo, you have to speak louder a little bit. I know they can hear you.
We're doing great.
All right.
Okay. This is Roger Abim Senior, gentlemen and ladies. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Happy anniversary, man, to Lutheran Connection.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Go ahead. Hearing you. Go ahead.
Hearing you. Go ahead and say what you want to say, sir.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for this platform. I know it was not an easy thing to do. From the onset, a year ago, Willie contacted me and told me about this vision We pray about it, and today this dream has come to reality. From the onset, I know people try to politicize the entire thing. They felt that this thing was not just about a Lutheran issue. It was established because of the bishop election. And today, Lutheran are so proud of you guys, what you guys have done, because people were saying, oh, this Team Goba platform, because almost everybody on that platform was of Goba somehow to everybody. That oh, there's Goba thing, we cannot listen. I think when we're here on our thing, whatever says a pro Goba, TV show, be a platform, this and so the community and Lutheran are all so excited that they can benefit from this thing, and the fights about what's happening at LCL is coming out today, and I'm happy and excited that you guys have reached this level, when it comes to disseminating and talking about LCL on this platform. So, gentlemen, I'm happy that we have reached where we are today, and I want to say to the team, the Jerry, the Abel, the Jokai, and Willie, the visionary behind this thing, gentlemen, I'm proud, man. I'm proud that we young people can put our ideas together and establish something, and it can reach where it have reached today. Celebrating 1 year, time flies. I'm excited, man. I'm really, really excited. And whatever it takes to support this initiative, we are available. We'll do all we can, and we'll keep pressing.
Oh, looks like we got a network issue there, connection issue there. But you heard it, team. You heard exactly what Roger said, talking about how we were up to a difficult start. Couple, do you have a caller? Stay on the line.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can you call back if it's possible?
So,
We don't want to miss any of our callers. Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
Joe, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you saw the couple when you got the call on the line. Just let us know. Joe, you heard the two callers. I think they are so passionate. Philip first to say that what a very good suggestion that sometimes we just get some of the pastors on, and maybe on a Sunday they just come and tell us what was the sermon about and what did it mean and everything. And you get other people from the congregation to follow, to listen to the pastor, even some of the ladies and some. So I think in terms of improvement, that is one great idea that we can take into consideration. Rogers, I think he was clear on the fact that people misconstrue the platform to think that the platform was kind of pro this or pro that. But welcome, Abel, welcome back. But
hey, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, but actually now they got to know the real essence of the platform. They got to know the real objective. And I think somebody in our chat room was asking you about our not our vision, but our editorial policy. And I think you were clear when you informed them that we discuss all things Lutheran, and we got no side. That people say we are no position. I mean, when it comes out, you can be who. I mean, you remember when the bishop made his debut on the show. We said, Bishop, even you are not spared from our criticism. And the bishop was opening up to say, yes, I know. You understand? So if we can criticize our own bishop, then I mean anybody else we can criticize them. And that is the reason why I think is good. And let me see. I think our sister Kopo, do you have a call now?
yeah.
Why Kopo is trying? Why? Oh, okay. I was going to say why this couple is trying to get that color. Speaking of no position.
When you are done with it, let's go to Abel. Let's hear from Abel a little bit because he just came back on.
Yeah. So to our viewers, I know some of you also are eager to hear about the investigation that we are making on the scholarship, the investigation that we're doing on the entire scholarship information that we received. We are going to be getting back to you. We want to get more information. We, as you all know, when we speak on this platform, we speak with facts, and we want to get the parties involved. We're going to get the parties involved as spearheading this entire the education, team of our church, and to come and talk to us about the scholarship. So we haven't forgotten yet. Okay. Again, we are no position. Any issue that is of concern in our church, we are going to investigate, and we will discuss it. Okay, we will, once we get the right information, we will let all of our burdens know. So we just want to let you know we haven't forgotten yet on that scholarship issue.
Right. Abel, are you there?
Yeah, Joe. Yes, I'm here, Joe.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
I
back.
to run off.
Talk to us. Yeah.
Yeah. I keep saying I'm super proud, and I'm so glad that we can have this process going. And then the platform is gradually taking an institutionalized shape. In that it's not tied around one or two persons. You have people going out and coming in, and our goal is to kind of expand this to as many people who are interested in joining this platform, in kind of propagating the Bluetooth information to the general public. And as we embark on the subject of one of the things that was on my mind is that we try to kind of maybe another day in a week for another program coupled with all of the Sunday talks. We have opened up talks to interested Lutheran who join this platform in making the ultimate sacrifices in getting this process rolling, so that maybe we can say maybe Wednesday of the week, and then we have with our original Sunday program that will kind of really help us as well in pushing this thing and making it more institutionalized and getting it.
That's true. That's true. Ibe, I will come. Let's talk about the additional programs during the course of the week. I'm interested in that. But let's take the call from Dr. Allison.
Go ahead, Reverend.
Okay, good evening, dear brothers and sisters. I'm very happy this platform, this online TV that was published just 1 year ago. I want to, on behalf of my family and I, congratulate all of you, my brothers. I would say my young brothers.
Yes.
If you are no more children, my young brothers and sister. Congratulations to all of you for this bold initiative. I can say from my personal observation, objectively, I think this my Lutheran Connections platform has become universally accepted by all Liberian Lutherans and Lutherans globally. And so I want to encourage all of you. You may think what you are doing is just a joke, but I want to let you know that as you remain determined, as you remain focused, who knows, one day this is going to become a platform where you have a well-equipped television station.
Amen.
Based in the clouds.
Amen.
That will be able to beam everywhere around the globe, in every country, and in all of the 15 counties and all of the 58 parishes of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, plus and the 9 districts. And I'm glad that our Bishop, Dr. G. Victor Padmo, has fully recognized and officially recognized this online TV platform as a vehicle that can be utilized for the dissemination of information and the platform for exchange of ideas and programs for the benefit, the growth, and development of the Lutheran Church in Liberia in her mission work, her ministries, programs, and projects, not only in Liberia, but in the West African sub-region and beyond. So congratulations to all of you again. I personally have enjoyed working with you all, and I remain open to giving my inputs whenever and necessary that you may deem fit. So thanks to all of you, Corpo, Abel, Josiah, Willie, and Jerry, even Pazo. Thanks to all of you for the hard work. Please keep it up. We look forward to the next 1 year and many more years to come.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Couple, you
Thank
just
you.
hear from
Oh
my
my,
pastor.
oh my goodness.
Couple, my pastor is speaking.
Couple, don't mind here.
Our train people, our train leaders, right?
Oh my goodness.
So you got it
That
clear,
was-
couple. My pastor was just talking. So
I'm very
Yeah, right.
excited. I'm very excited and touched. Is the Reverend still on the line? I'm
Reverend
really-
he just hang up.
Yeah, he just hung up, but I'm really touched by his message. It's quite important.
Yeah,
It's inspiring. It's really inspiring. Dr. Allison, thank you so much. We can't stop listening to you. You have wisdom in addition to the wealth of knowledge you've acquired. You have wisdom, and we always enjoy having you on the show, having those thought-provoking conversations. We really enjoy having conversation with you, and we won't stop inviting you on the show. So just look forward to the coming year. We're going to have you here frequently to hear from you anytime. And we have no doubts that whenever we call on you, you'll come, you accept our request. Thank you so much, Dr. Allison. Yeah. Abel was in flight, Willie and Corpo. Abel was talking about something very important.
Yes.
And that has to do with, probably having some programs during the course of the week.
Yes.
And if we can start taking the sermons of our pastors, say like maybe we start on Wednesday, take the bishop's sermon, for example, and we just screen it on the show. We don't have to be on, and we'll go live with the bishop's sermon until the sermon ends. Take the sermon of pastor from another parish or another church or another preaching point. Just play it and let it go on. Let Lutherans follow. I think it's something we should look into.
Yeah. I think the whole thing is all about like schedule, but as a management, we're gonna discuss this in the back end. Brother Lewis, he started this. He spoke with two people. He spoke with the president, current president of Monrovia District Women, Mother Jasso. We have it archived. He spoke with her midweek. Okay. And he also spoke with Brother Jerome Jala, the former president. He spoke with him midweek. But we just need to work on some things. And for also example, like, the chapel has, and I stand to be correct, a weekday or weekend chapel assembly. They also have a Wednesday chapel service. So we can carry the chapel service live in conjunction with our brother, what's his name? In a place there, brother Cole, brother Cole.
Moses Cole.
Yeah, brother Moses Cole. Yeah. So all of these things, we can this. I mean, we're looking at expanding. So after our 1 year of test driving, it's like going to a dealership. you test drive, you get in the vehicle, you start to drive. So now we got to drive, and we got to keep driving.
Right.
And drive the
Yeah,
best.
absolutely. I think we should move with this.
I wanted to say something on that. Especially with what Brother McKay, Fidel McKay said, and Josiah was trying to chime in and all the kind of thing in the midweek. And like we got a bishop hour, maybe we could say and talk from our pastors. Food for thought or something. But we have a midweek, or one day in the week specifically for that.
Yeah.
And then we would just say if it's, for example, the St. Matthew, we just make sure we contact the pastor,
right,
or somebody who will be our contact there to say, look, after the pastor's sermon, this thing, please send it to us so that we can be able to queue it. We'll work with our brother Moses Cole. And then, like you said, on Wednesday or so, we just have it. Food for thought. The hour of message.
So I think it's a good idea, Ambassador. I think it's a good idea. It's acceptable. We can discuss the details in our management meeting and then make a decision on how to proceed with it. We will get Moses Cole involved regarding the recording of a quality video that we can play on the show for our people. Yeah, but the idea of having a midweek program, is something I think we all have accepted. So that's going to be part of our next leadership meeting, and we'll take that decision. Yeah. So let's give our closing comments. We've been here. It's almost 2 hours now. We got at least in the next 5 minutes, so we can close and then get prepared for the biggest one on Sunday.
Big one.
Yeah. All right. So
I can go. I can
go because you will press the button. You will press the button.
Go ahead, Bijo. Go ahead.
I wish we had one of the pastors. I wish we had one of the pastors to actually pray with us today. The kickoff of our anniversary. Can we connect with Dr. Allison? Can you call Dr. Allison back? Maybe at the end of it or after we wrap up, then he can just pray for us. It's our anniversary month, so at least we need. So folks, we just want to say thank you very much. All love, everything, the messages, the wishes, we enjoy everything. Thank you. We know that this is a Lutheran project now. We can see from your reactions, from your feedback. We appreciate all that you've said to us, the kind words and everything. And the pieces of advice you provided, they are well taken. We've been taking note of them. That's why we did not let any to pass by us. So you can be sure that, we'll work on it. Thank you so much for everything. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Next Sunday, we always can stay together and raise the $5,000. I have no doubt that we will reach our goal by raising $5,000. We all can do it. So thank you for following us today.
Yes, we say thank you to everyone, to our callers, our listeners, those that commented. I want to say thank you so much. And we hope to see you Sunday. That is score in, make your contribution. LCR large, LCR first, LCR last. LCR, our common denominator. We own LTR. No one can do it for us. Only us can do it for ourselves. Like I always told my people at our church that we need to be committed. Nobody will do it for us. This is our church. Pastor will come, pastor will go, and we aspirational will remain. So we need to support our church. Come and support LTR on Sunday. We hope and pray that God give her the strength to carry us through the week, and we all meet Sunday to support LTR. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
What am I talking about?
Oh, Dr. Duoko, you're coming on the show next Sunday. You and Stephen Cover, and I got a message from Dr. Duoko. You know what Stephen Cover said? Let me just expose a secret. Stephen Cover said at this time, Luke and Duoko not coming on. He and one of those guys will come on because our generation will have to be represented. That's what Stephen Cover said. I'm not the one saying it, Dr. Duoko. He said because Dr. Duoko days at Don 4 is different from our days at Don 4.
I purposefully on.
Stephen Cover said he's going to be on.
I purposefully highlighted Dr. Dwago because I wanted to have heard exactly what you said, Joe, relative to the fact that he's one of the he's one member of the Alumni Association, and he's alumnus Otanu Dwago, and we're doing it together as a team. So
Right.
he needs to be there. And thank you, Dr. Dwago, for the felicitation, and we wholeheartedly appreciate that. And I just want to, on this note, say thanks to all of our callers and everybody who participated. And I want to extend my appreciation to everybody else who will be participating next Sunday. Next Sunday is going to be big. We are talking less. We are listening to you more. And we hope by the grace of God we'll be able to raise the 5,000 or more than the 5,000 to help LTI and to be rebuilt and refurbished. And also, Joe, I agree with you, as a network will decide on the next suggestion that Bishop gave on the issue of the manpower development of the church. As a network, we could sponsor 1 or 2 students, or
Right.
maybe up to 4, depending on our capacity. But that will be something we'll discuss, and then we'll get in touch with the bishop. But you can also rest assured, viewers, that we'll follow your money. We will send it, we'll follow it. The receipt will be displayed. If that mobile money, and we're using the church's mobile money, we'll know who mobile money number is that. The person will give us account when they receive on the Momo, and we'll show it to say so and so number received this amount. If that Zelle or that send wave of thing, the receipt will be shown to say that, look, this is what you send and this is what we send to Liberia. If it is through whatsoever means, transparency and accountability is one of our core values, and we are going to make sure we maintain that, because if we are washing other people also should be washing us. They say the watchdog, who watches the watchdog? You know, that usually can be the question. But we know for the way that people are watching us, and our core values, we are not going to subsume that for anybody or to anything. Transparency, accountability, free speech, all are part of our core values, and we are going to continue to maintain that. Thank you so much, Abel, so much, Willie, for the vision and being the vision bearers. Thank you, couple, for joining us, agreeing to join us. Big Joe, you are the intellectual. We want to say thank you for all of the intellectualism in making sure the documents are pieced together. We got to tell the people some of the strategy that go behind the scene now, so they can do. For me, I just there to approve.
Stop talking plenty. The ambassador.
Yeah, so we kind of looking up to Sunday now. Sunday is the day to raise the 5,000 and maybe go beyond that, because I know people will pay the money. People will pay their money because this money is going towards a very worthy cause. And trust me, that is the best way that we can celebrate. And the best way we can celebrate by soliciting the necessary support, giving back to our church, especially the institutions that we so much dear for, the Lutheran Training Institute. So Jerry, Joe, and Willie, then coming off Kopo and that of Yakbazo, I just want to take this time to really share you guys for your effort, for your going. I mean, words are just inadequate to kind of really express my gratitude to all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Forever.
I want to start this way. I want to start off first with our viewers. We want to say thank you so much. Thank you very much. You've been an inspiration to us. You've been there for us. You've been helping us to direct us in the right way. Man, 1 year, I'm telling you. I remember that evening we were talking about technology in the church, and we went as far deep as the Lutheran EL Lutheran radio station that you have come up the project, and we house in Peters. Men say, you cannot erect the station here. It was going to Gay Town. But anyway, I mean, it's almost like yesterday, but I'm so grateful to God, man, for Brother Lewilly, Ambassador Jerry Tableau, and Brother Joka. When seeing Brother told me, say, bringing these people. So interestingly, for Big Joe, not only in Liberia but also in Guinea, we were all there close together. So the name and the face just tied together very easily. So, but Jerry, the name was coming and the face was going. The name was coming, the face was going. But the moment I saw him, woo! This is the man right here. And then the icing on the cake, the lady in charge. I'm telling you, man, this couple, you came right in time, and I'm just grateful to God, but also to all of our supporters and all of our guests. We want to say thank you so much. But again, like we said earlier, Sunday is all about our church. When we all go to church, some people will have to lead us through the congregation. We have the acolytes, we have the choir, okay, and we also have the lay readers. We have the pastor to preach. So come this Sunday, it's about the church, the LCL, and we are just there to lead the efforts. So please join us on Sunday as we raise the minimum amount of 5,000, and we know that we can raise that amount. So that's just the minimum amount. So if you can pledge, please pledge. If you can anyway, we want your contribution, please. If you can pledge bundle of zinc, pledge bundle of zinc. If you can pledge cement, pledge cement. Anything towards the renovation work at LTI will help. Again, I want to say thank you very much. It has been an amazing day. And so to close us out, I have a guest that will be closing us out today. He's I've already said that, is a he, all right. A pastor as well. He comes on the show once in a while. He sent greetings to us. But we are going to be having the Reverend Eric Doe. Eric Doe is going to be giving us our benediction tonight, and we will be going home. Go ahead, Reverend.
Good Lord be with you.
And also with you.
And so, God, we thank you, Lord, for being so kind to our brothers and sisters as they sit on the Lutheran Connection since a year ago, talking about Lutheranism, using their platform to evangelize in many ways, getting the voices of your people. And so, God, we thank you, Lord, for a year of blessing, a year of success, a year of breakthrough, Lord. We commit the rest of the time in to your hand, God, as they push ahead. We wish them many, many more and fruitful discussion on the platform. Bless each of them as they come on the platform, they leave their family. God, we ask that you protect and deal with their family. You bless them with the resources, because God, it's not an easy thing to sponsor such a program. You would need the human resource capacity. You would need the money and all the things. And so, God, we say, Lord, you provide for them as they push ahead. In Jesus' name.
Thank you. Amen.
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 Thank you.